All right, this is Brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Juneteenth is a federal holiday. Now, this popped up in my notifications because I have notifications that pop up as far as the internet is concerned and everything like that. They send me certain articles that they feel like I may be interested in. And I came across this one. And of course, you know, Spirit has hopped on me to do a lesson on this because it's about to be another thing to keep you Jake sleep. All right, it's about to be another thing where Esau's going to give you this so-called gift because that's all it is. He's going to make it seem like he really cares about your past and he really is sorry for everything that he's done unto you and everything like that. So what he's going to do is he's going to give you this holiday to celebrate weeks before the 4th of July. So you all can, you know, feel accepted and you all can say, okay, I accept your apology or whatever the case may be. Which is going to, like I said, it's going to keep you Jakes asleep because you Jakes just don't know no better, man. All right, so we're going to read this article. It says Juneteenth is set to become a federal holiday after the U.S. Senate unanimously passed a measure to formally recognize the abolition of slavery in the nation's second Independence Day on 19th of June. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer made a motion to pass the bill on Tuesday, days before 2021's Juneteenth commemorations without objections, and now heads to the House of Representatives where it is expected to pass before heading to Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. Republican Senator Ron Johnson, the lone senator who blocked the proposal in 2020, dropped his objections this year. After years of attempts, the proposal has gained considerable support over the following year amid racial justice uprisings across the U.S. Though not recognized among the nation's list of federal holidays, Juneteenth has widely represented the emancipation of enslaved African Americans following the Civil War and its violent aftermath, and is the oldest nationally recognized commemoration of slavery's end. Some state and local governments have declared it a holiday, and a growing number of companies, universities, and other institutions have recognized the day with remembrance events and as a paid holiday. You know Jake about to go crazy over that. Especially if they at work and everything like that and they realize Juneteenth is coming up and that could be a day where, you know, they don't have to work and they going to get paid for it. They're going to be like, man, not only do we get our own holiday where we can celebrate the end of slavery, but we're going to get paid for this day too. We ain't got to go to work. Man, things are looking up, man. Things are coming together. You know how Jake speak. Another, man. Simple, man. Simple. And it says on the 19th of June, 1865, roughly 2,000 Union Army soldiers landed at Galveston, Texas, with news that enslaved people were now free. But the announcement arrived more than 2 years after Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which signaled the end of slavery in the U.S. but did not end the enslavement of all people in the nation at the time. The 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which formally abolished slavery in the U.S., wasn't passed by Congress until 31 January 1865. It was ratified later that year. Meanwhile, roughly 200,000 black men had enlisted among the Union ranks in the months before Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered at Appomattox, Virginia on the 9th of April. What was left of local Confederate armies and militiamen held out in uprisings as slavers in the southern states migrated west to the Confederacy stronghold of Texas, along with thousands of enslaved people they had taken with them. For the more than 250,000 enslaved people in Texas, upon the Union Army's arrival, General Granger's order didn't instantly release them from their chains. Many slavers suppressed the news to the people they enslaved. Juneteenth was not formally recognized in Texas until 1979. It was the first state to do so. The day is now observed in most states, but not on the federal level. It is widely celebrated with community gatherings, concerts, memorials, and other events. Slavery's formal end ushered in a decade of Reconstruction, which sought the continued emancipation of Black Americans and inclusion of the secessionist states in the U.S. amid white supremacist uh, paramilitary terror and a devastated post-war economy. While the 13th Amendment prohibited the enslavement of Americans, it exempted slavery for those convicted of a crime. Black codes and economically devastated southern states subjected harsh penalties for newly freed Black Americans for crimes like loitering or breaking curfew, ensuring they will remain in chains for decades to follow. The practice of convict leasing prisoners for labor to build railways and mines, among other private construction projects, Salakia, became slavery by another name that is echoed in today's mass incarceration that disproportionately impacts Black Americans. Independence Day, or the 4th of July, which marks the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, is recognized nationwide just a few weeks later. Just a few weeks later. In his What to the Slave is the 4th of July address in 1852, abolitionist Frederick Douglass noted the nation's hypocrisy of celebrating Independence Day while imposing a brutal regime of slavery. Juneteenth is set to become the first new federal holiday since the addition of Martin Luther King Jr. Day in 1983. So at the end of the day, man, this, like I said, this is another thing to keep you Jake sleep, because a lot of you are about to look at this as a step forward in life. A lot of you are about to look at this as, yes, we finally making it. We finally getting our respect. We finally getting the love that we deserve and everything like that. Even though you all aren't receiving anything. Literally, they had the Asian hate crime thing or whatever, where, you know, they was going to give reparations or whatever to the Asians. And that happened literally just a year after they realized that they were receiving these hate crimes or going through these hate crimes, right? We've been going through things for the past 400 to 500 years, right? Still had to receive anything. But we receive these holidays, though. What are these holidays really doing for us as a people, other than making us go off? Because the Most High is not for these holidays, man. The Most High is not for these feast days, okay? And the only thing that it's doing is make you all look even stupid, because you already know Esau's laughing at you behind your back, man. He's laughing at you behind those closed doors, man. He like, let's give these niggers some another holiday so they can shut up, and then, you know, they can go ahead and celebrate the 4th of July weeks later. Because that's all it is, man, because our people are nothing but hypocrites, man. Because this was happening last year. Last year when the BLM movement was super heavy, right? Everybody was like, I'm not celebrating the 4th of July. I'm not doing that shit. You know, then the next thing you know, as soon as the 4th of July came up, Jake's everywhere, popping fireworks, you know, getting drinking all the pop, grilling all the food, you know, having the big gatherings and whatever the case may be. They was doing all of that. Then, of course, you know, they was coming up with all kind of excuses, just like the meme that I saw, the video that I saw on Facebook. It was like this one Jake dude, he said, well, you know, just because it's the 4th of July, you know, I mean, I do have food in the house. I do have a grill. I'm off work and everything like that. And, you know, ain't nothing wrong with going outside and putting some food on the grill and enjoying the nice weather, right? And, you know, we can do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You already know he was saying that because secretly he want to go out and celebrate the 4th of July, man. After everything that, you know, we done been through, you know, last year and years before that, you know, like I said, this is going all the way back into slavery, man. Going all back into all of these past times. And, you know, Jake still finds a way to be like, you know what, I'm going to forgive you and I'm just going to move on or whatever. And, you know, as long as you all treat us with some type of respect and equality, I really don't have a problem with you. No, we have an issue. We're going to have an issue with Esau forever, man. Forever. The Most High has an issue with Esau forever. The Most High hates Esau, like it is written in the scriptures. Okay? We're not about to be out here looking simple like this picture right here. You know, got the fist up. You over here it is. You over here celebrating a holiday that was given to you. It had to pass through the government, which you don't own or have no say-so in. Just because they made it a holiday, now you about to get ready to go out here and celebrate this bullshit, man. You already got people talking about, yeah, we about to make Juneteenth t-shirts and clothing and attire or whatever the case may be so we can rock it on that day. and feel proud about who we are and how far we've come in life. For what? For what, man? You didn't go nowhere. You still in slavery. You still got to wake up to an alarm clock every day. You still got to punch in to work. You still got to pay bills. You still got a social security number. You still being taken to jail for things that you haven't been doing. You still being shot down and murdered in the streets. You still killing your own people. Why would you? you still a slave, man. You still a slave. And not only are you a slave, you a dumbed down, stupid slave. Because now, not only do they have control over you as far as your mind goes, now they have control over you, and they're demonizing you, and they're programming you to kill your own people. You know, to kill your own people, go against your own people. You know, be separated in the family, be divided be divided with your own people. You just through, man. You just through. Look at the madness, man. This is a young lady right here, man, holding up the fist with the C-19 mask on with a heart shirt on, man. This screams nothing but confusion. I'm proud, but stay away from me because I might get sick. But I got love for you. Come on, man. This ain't nothing to be proud of right here, man. This is a bullshit ass holiday. Like I said, the real holidays, which we not even gonna call them holidays, they're high holy days. Those are going to be the days that we celebrate in the kingdom of heaven, man. Days that actually mean something. Okay? Days when the Most High, Yahweh Shai saved us from actual events. You know, days that actually have deeper meanings. Something we can actually be happy about, man. Okay? So, you Jakes need to wake up, man, because this is getting old. Let's start off with this, man. Let's get Amos 5 and let's get Amos 5 and start at 20. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. So when the Most High sees you all going out here to celebrate Juneteenth, he hates you doing that, man. We just read in the article that a lot of people are finna get ready to go to concerts, have big gatherings, barbecue, and everything like that, or whatever. You know, they getting ready to celebrate this day, man. But it's not a day to be celebrated, man. Like I said, slavery technically didn't end until the 1970s. And a lot of you people don't even know that. There were still slaves going on and working in the 1970s. I believe the last man was released from slavery. It was in 1970s, but I forget what his name was. I'm gonna have to look it up. And, you know, if I come across it, you know, Lord willing, I'll bring it out. But slavery was still going on during the 1970s, but it was behind closed doors, man. Just because they signed a piece of paper and they said it ended as far as the nation knowing that it's ended doesn't mean that it wasn't secretly still going on, man. They told you that in the article when we was reading it. It was still a lot of people that was still under slavery even after they signed a paper saying it was supposed to be ended. Okay? That's why the scriptures say, since you had a perpetual hatred with no end, you know, the Most High is going to have a perpetual hatred toward Esau forever, man. Okay? Because when we had an end, you still made us do things according to your way of life, man. You still had us in slavery. You still dumbed us down in the mind. You still made us go off. You're making us go off with every single thing, man. Every single thing. But getting back to you Jakes, man. Like it says, I despise your feast day. Juneteenth is now a feast day. Why? Because it's now a national holiday. This is a day that a lot of people are going to be celebrating. Even white people are going to be celebrating this, man. Just like they was out there with you all marching in the streets last year for the BLM movement and everything like that. You best believe they're going to celebrate it with you. And one of the reasons why they're going to do that is because, you know, we getting near the end and this word is getting out there, man, as far as them going into slavery and being extinct after 1,000 years of it. They starting to realize what we're saying is true because they starting to see these prophecies come to pass, man. All right. And they're starting to feel sad about what they've been doing. But as the scriptures say, the Most High is going to harden their hearts, man. They're going to harden their hearts because just like it says in Revelation, they repented not of their works. You know, and that's starting with the 13 banking families, man. They're not going to be sorry for what they did. But, you know, the Edomites that's under the 13 banking families, they starting to realize what's going on. So they trying to get in so-called good graces with the minorities, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But it's too late for that, man. You can make up. This is a made up holiday. You can make up all the holidays you want. Shit, you can do the reparations. Go ahead and give each black person in this country $1 million apiece. Go ahead and do it. It's not going to do nothing. It's not going to change the fact of what you're doing right now and what you have done in the past. It's not going to change anything, man. The Most High have not forgotten what you did, man. You have to pay for what you did, man. It's over with. Okay? So all of you jakes out there that want to be a part of this, you're going to die right along your so-called friend, which is your actual enemy, man. Okay? Let's get Jeremiah 2:13. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. And it says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. You have forsaken the Most High, man. You have ran toward Esau. You have showed Esau all kind of love, man. You ran to him, was like, yes, we will worship you. You give us all the money. You provide us with our jobs. You give us the so-called freedom. Yeah, man, we're going to run toward you. We're not about to think about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's how you people think." Verse 14, it says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Why are you spoiled? Why are you so proud, man? Are you a homeborn slave? They give you a national holiday, and the first thing you all do is hop right on the train, man, and be like, yep, you gonna go along right with the ways that they wanted you to do. They like, look, we're gonna give them this holiday. Look how they act, man. They about to make all kind of shirts. They about to grill. They about to do this. They about to do that. They about to do exactly what we plan on them to do. And they about to fall right back to sleep. And then, like I said, 3 weeks later, you're gonna be like, oh man, another day to celebrate. Let's go back outside again and celebrate Independence Day. Another bullshit ass holiday. You a homeborn slave in the mind, man. You want to be slaves. You want to be servants. You want to stay like in a position that you in, man. A lot of you jakes don't want to stand up for what's right, man. A lot of you jakes don't want to, you want to go ahead and be like Esau, because now, they getting ready to get, they trying to abolish and get rid of the history of slavery and not teach it in the schools or anything like that anymore. And I believe they trying to get rid of it and from the libraries and stuff as well. They trying to get rid of that history, man, because they don't want that history to, follow them. But it's always going to follow them, man. Because we always going to bring it out, man. We always going to bring it out. Okay? But at the end of the day, a lot of you jakes, man, like I said, as long as they give you gifts or whatever, you just keep on forgiving them. Keep on forgiving them and keep following orders, man. You a homeborn slave. That's why the Most High was like, man, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? We supposed to be royalty. We supposed to be kings, princesses, right? We supposed to be gods, rulers over the earth, walking within righteousness. But instead, you want to break the laws. You want to do whatever you want to do. You want to follow the ways of the heathen. And you just want to pretty much just condemn yourself and be proud about it. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? You jakes out there are something else, man. They're straight up idiots. Straight up idiots, man. This is Proverbs. Hold on one second. This is Proverbs 1:22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." How long you gonna be simple, man? How long you gonna let things like this cloud your mind, man? How long you gonna let things like this, make you turn backwards, man, instead of allowing you to walk forward? How long are you just gonna be like, okay, you know what? When are you finally gonna wake up and be like, look, we need to make a change. We need to realize that these things are not actually making a change in our communities, and it's definitely not making a change for us individually. It's not doing anything to help you prosper, man. It's holding you back, man. And the only thing that it's gonna do ultimately is just bring you down to death, man. Because you're not understanding who this man is, man. Just because they're giving you these things doesn't mean that they like you, man. They don't like you. They don't like you at all, okay? Get this real quick. Get two more scriptures and we'll close it out. Get this real quick. This is Psalms 44:14. This is Psalms 44:14, and it says, "Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people." And as we all know, byword means they were going to call you by anything other than what you are. Black, Mexican, Brazilian, nigger, spick, redskin, whatever the case may be, right? They were going to call you wetback, all of those, you know. Salakia, they were going to call you all of these names, and you were going to be a shaking of the head among the people. Now look, now Esau's over here shaking his head at you, and he's doing this at the same time. We're going to stay in the same book, Psalms 80 and 6. He's shaking your head at you, and he's doing this. It says, thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves. So while they shaking their head, they laughing at you, man. Let's put both of those actions together. Shaking your head like, these stupid motherfuckers. That's what they doing, man. That's what they doing. Because they making you look like idiots. You are literally, like I said, I just saw somebody post this earlier. You're literally about to go out there, buy shirts, get everything together, get the grill ready, have this big celebration or whatever. A lot of y'all might actually march down the street looking like some damn idiots. And just being happy because now people are starting to recognize you and starting to recognize your past troubles or whatever the case may be. Man, you got greater trouble that's getting ready to come very, very soon, man. According to Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, Jacob's trouble is coming, man. Trouble that has not been since ever, man. Y'all thought slavery was messed up. Y'all not ready for what's getting ready to come, man. It's getting ready to go down now here. Esau's about to remind you of who he really is, man. And a lot of y'all just can't see that, man. And it's okay. Y'all don't got to see it, man, because the Most High didn't put the spirit upon you to see it anyway, man. You all just put down here to serve judgment, man, because y'all know the prophets out here. You seeing the brothers push the word, all right? You know, you hearing about what's going on. You seeing the hypocrisy that's going on in this country and across the whole world for that matter. But a lot of y'all still want to hold on to this little thin string of hope of thinking that this place might actually just become a great place for unity or whatever the case may be. Instead of just realizing that you're always going to have an enemy and things are always going to happen until the Lord comes back. That's the reality that you all do not want to understand, man. And since you don't want to understand that, you're going to have to perish on this side, man. Because you all just want to continue to be simple. So go ahead and keep being simple, man. Everybody else, man, look, stay within the spirit. Keep praying, keep fasting so we can hurry up and get up out of here. Because as these days keep continuing, man, we seeing that it's starting to get worse and worse and worse. And we just need salvation, man. We just need salvation. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquas that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.